yo lo veo.
¿No se puede levantar solo el volumen?
Hay mucho ruido, está muy baja la señal. Ahí está perfecto. Aquí estamos, discutiendo con los corresponsales. We are here with Mr. Sidlow, Mr. Filippo Ricci.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay. So, Mr. Sidlow will throw the subject.
The song.
His name is Luka. He lives on the second floor, but he now lives on the second floor. Well, probably not the second floor of this stadium. So the question is, we're here because, as you can probably see, lots of the media are here now because we're waiting for the presentation of Luka Modric as a Real Madrid player. At last, after a long wait, it's going to happen. So now we get to the next question. What for? Why sign Luka Modric?
Yeah.
Who can play? I mean, will Luka Modric play the 30, 35 games in the season?
I don't know now. It's quite difficult to say it now, obviously. But the problem is, if he plays 30, 35 games, who's not going to play those games?
Well, it depends how you look at it. Because there's a question that we were asking ourselves a few minutes ago, which is, does Modric improve the squad? I think the answer is definitively yes.
The starting 11?
Does improve the starting 11 is a more difficult question, but is it necessary for your signing to improve the starting 11 for him to be worthwhile?
Yeah.
And then you might say, well, no, at 20 million, but perhaps at 40 million, or whatever this price is, because we haven't had it confirmed just, but it looks like it's around about 40
30,
million.
35, no, yeah.
Does a player have to improve his starting 11? And I suppose Mourinho's argument would be, well, if he improves the squad, he improves the starting 11 because he enables competitiveness, he enables you to rotate, he enables you to change people's positions around, and that, on the face of it, makes it a worthwhile signing because he's a good player. I think that's one thing.
You know what? This squad, he comes in, and Kaká most probably will go out. Sain has gone to Liverpool, so he had already some other choices. Mourinho. Then the fact that he doesn't like Kaká.
Right, I think that's the key, though, isn't it?
I don't think Modric is better than Kaká.
He hasn't proved that yet.
Exactly. So we'll see.
No, and then there's another thing that might be a problem with Modric in Real Madrid. Modric he's used to play every single game at Tottenham. He comes here.
Okay, let's see here.
Real Madrid is playing almost 40 million for him.
But he comes in. Who comes out? Ozil?
Alonso, Kadira,
Di
Maria. See, but I think isn't part of the answer in that question the fact that we're saying to ourselves, well, who comes in? Alonso, Kadira, Di Maria, Ozil. This is a player who can play in all of those positions. I think there's been a slight.
I'm not so sure he can play in the defensive position.
He
like
play,
Xabi Alonso.
He can play as he can play Xabi Alonso's role. That is his role.
But Real Madrid,
he's a Xabi Hernandez.
What is the difference? What is the difference between Sahin? Nuri Sahin. Nuri Sahin was the best player of the Bundesliga.
I'll tell you what the difference is. For whatever reason, and truth be told, we don't know what the reason is. Mourinho has decided that Sahin is either not good enough, or not committed enough, or doesn't have the right attitude. Mourinho doesn't like Sahin. So given that,
what happened there?
Well, we don't know. But given that that's your starting point, it is natural for him to go and for you to look for someone to replace him, isn't it?
If
that's your starting point.
No, yeah.
Wasn't
I mean, we can question the starting
most
point.
useful for Real Madrid to sign another kind of player, like
who?
Fullback,
right back,
or
back.
even a centre back. I think we've seen with in the absence of Pepe over the last couple of games that Real Madrid maybe could have done with.
They have Varane, right?
Yeah, but Albiol suffered yesterday.
I'm surprised that
Carvalho will go. Yeah, but Albiol is in the pecking order. Albiol comes first now. Then we'll see. But if you have to splash 35, 40 million, I think perhaps they could sign some other player, not in that position. That position is already covered, or at least it was.
My only concern is that if you pay for a player 40 million, 30-something million, people will expect, the press will expect. And a lot of managers of Real Madrid will expect for him to play.
Yeah,
but this is what happened to Barcelona with Fabregas.
Yes,
that he wasn't a starter, and
but they have to change the system.
But this depends on the strength of the club to resist those kind of expectations, the strength of the manager to resist those kind of expectations. If you're Mourinho, the way you look at it, you've got a really good player in your squad. You play him when you want to play him. The fact that he costs 40 million, you don't give a toss. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Once he's here, it doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does matter at the end.
Yes, but for him it doesn't matter because the whistle's gone.